A kind-hearted billionaire slips into a coma, and the doctors, all but certain there's no hope, give up. But then, an unexpected visitor walks into the sterile hospital room. A barefoot, elderly man, his eyes sharp despite his frail appearance. The doctors call him insane, the security guards rush to remove him, and the family shouts for him to leave. But just when all seems lost, the billionaire stirs at the sound of the stranger's voice and whispers a single word, one that turns everything upside down. Before we dive in, let us know where you're watching from and what time it is in the comments. Now, let's begin. Benjamin Knight was never the type of billionaire the world expected him to be. At 46, lying in that hospital bed with a pale blue gown draped over his fragile body, he seemed so far removed from the powerful mogul people imagined. But his story before the coma painted a very different picture. He wasn't the kind of man to gloat when others succeeded, nor did he hoard his wealth or crave attention. He gave quietly, without the flashing cameras or headlines. 2 months before the accident that led to his coma, a storm had raged through the city. The wind howled as Benjamin left his office late, his umbrella snapping violently in the gusts. On the corner of a flooded sidewalk, he saw an old man, barefoot, his clothes drenched and tattered, his beard matted with rain. The rest of the world kept walking, ignoring him like a ghost. But not Benjamin. He approached the man, pulled off his tailored coat, and wrapped it around him. "You'll freeze out here," he said calmly, not pitying him, just stating the truth. The man's eyes flickered with surprise. "I'm Daniel. Nobody ever talks to me." Benjamin simply nodded. "Well, I'm the first. Let's get you something warm." He guided Daniel to a nearby diner, ordered a hot meal for him, and while the old man ate, Benjamin slipped a generous tip to the waitress for 3 days' worth of meals. Later, he bought Daniel a brown jacket and shoes, leaving his card at the shelter's front desk. "No questions. Just take care of what he needs," Benjamin told the staff and walked away without a word. That night stayed with Daniel, and he never forgot the kindness of the man who didn't act like he was above anyone else. Benjamin's name became a sacred mantra in his heart. No boasting, no reminders of wealth, just a genuine soul who cared. Now, as Benjamin lay unconscious in the hospital, doctors and family members hovered, waiting for a miracle that seemed increasingly impossible. The doctors called it an induced coma, a waiting game they had long lost faith in. But not Daniel. He couldn't give up on the man who had given him so much. For days, he waited outside, ignored by the nurses, turned away by the guards. "You can't be here," they told him. But Daniel didn't move. He stayed, refusing to leave, knowing that the man who had once helped him wasn't done yet. And the truth, what had truly happened, was only about to unfold. On the 4th night, the steady beeping of the monitors in Benjamin's room began to slow. Daniel, curled up near the vending machine, heard it, the dragging, irregular alarm. His heart dropped. He knew that sound. He'd heard it when a friend passed away in the shelter last winter. He jumped to his feet, panic flooding his chest. A cleaner wheeled a cart out, forgetting to lock the yellow door. Daniel didn't hesitate. He rushed in, breath heavy, slipping inside without a sound. The room was bright, sterile. The machines hummed their lifeless tune. The doctor's chair was empty, and Benjamin lay still, motionless. Daniel's heart squeezed tight. "Please don't leave me," he whispered, barely audible. He stepped closer, moving silently, bare feet brushing the cold tile. He remembered Benjamin's words from that diner. "You matter. Never let anyone tell you otherwise." Daniel clenched his fists, anger building. "You helped me when I had nothing. I won't let them forget you now." Benjamin's chest rose and fell weakly. Daniel made his way to the foot of the bed, glanced around quickly, and then climbed up onto the mattress. He crouched beside him, careful not to disturb him, eyes burning with desperation. "Benjamin," he whispered fiercely, leaning in close. "It's Daniel. You gave me this jacket. You bought me shoes. You didn't laugh at me like everyone else. Hear me. Wake up." But the machine kept its hollow rhythm. No movement. Daniel's hands shook as he wiped the tears from his grime-streaked face. "They think you're just another case. But you're the man who saved me. Don't you dare stay quiet." Suddenly, footsteps echoed in the hall. The yellow door creaked open. A voice barked, "What the hell?" Daniel spun around, fury in his eyes. A doctor stood frozen in the doorway, his face pale. "Get down from there right now," the doctor ordered. Daniel's voice was sharp, almost a growl. "You let him fade while you take notes." "I won't." He turned back to Benjamin, gripping his hand tightly. "You remember me, don't you? You said kindness doesn't need an audience. Prove it. Wake up." The doctor's voice cracked like ice. "Security now." Daniel leaned in closer, his forehead nearly resting against Benjamin's. "I owe you, and I'll keep shouting until you hear me," he whispered, voice raw. "You're not done, Benjamin Knight. Not yet." The monitor flickered, just a faint spike, but enough. Daniel's breath caught. "That's it. That's you. Come on." The thunder of boots echoed down the hall. The yellow door swung wide, and 2 guards in navy uniforms filled the frame. The doctor, furious, pointed at Daniel. "Take him out." Daniel didn't flinch. Still crouched on the mattress, his eyes were wild, his voice steady. "Try it. If he wakes, it won't be because of you. It'll be because I was here." Benjamin's fingers twitched against Daniel's grip. The doctor paused mid-command. The guards stopped, confused. The monitor beeped sharply, unmistakable this time. Daniel looked up, his gaze burning. "See? He hears me." The doctor's face tightened. "You want to throw me out? Then you'll throw out the one person who got through." The room held its breath, the weight of the moment pressing down. Daniel, the man once ignored by everyone, now crouched like a shield over the billionaire who had once shielded him. The door stood wide open, the guards hesitating, the doctor pointing, but Benjamin's faint twitch had shifted the balance. Daniel wouldn't let go. Another sharp beep from the monitor cut through the silence. Daniel tightened his grip, his voice rough. "I told you he hears me. Don't stop now." "Guards, remove him," the doctor snapped, his fingers stabbing toward Daniel. His white coat swayed, his tie pulling tight as he barked the order. The guards moved in, caps low, hands outstretched. Daniel whipped around, teeth gritted. "Touch me, and you'll kill the only chance he has left. You think your machines know him better than I do? He's breathing because of me." The doctor's face turned red with fury. "Nonsense. He's delirious. Get him out before he hurts the patient." Benjamin's hand twitched again, this time with more strength, his fingers curling faintly around Daniel's. The guards exchanged uneasy glances, their hesitation growing. "Can't you see?" Daniel's voice rang out, sharp and desperate, echoing off the sterile walls. "You're all blind. This man, Benjamin Knight, gave me life when I had nothing, and now I'm giving it back." From the side room, a voice interrupted. "What's going on here?" The door flung open, and Edward Knight, Benjamin's cousin and legal power of attorney, stormed in. His watch gleamed, his suit sharp and flawless. He stopped dead at the sight before him. Daniel, barefoot, still crouched by the bed, clutching Benjamin's hand. "You," Edward sneered, pointing. "Who let this vagrant in here? Get him out now." The doctor, eager to please, nodded in agreement. "I've been saying the same." He's disrupting medical care. Daniel's voice cracked with raw emotion. You arrogant fools. You'd rather watch him fade away in silence than admit you're wrong. I'm not here to hurt him. I'm here because he saved me first. Edward's lip curled in disgust. Saved you? My cousin doesn't associate with trash like you. Daniel's chest heaved with the weight of it all. His hands trembled as he reached into the pocket of his jacket, pulling out a crumpled photograph. His voice dropped to a fierce whisper. You don't know him like I do. He found me starving in the rain. He wrapped me in this very jacket. He fed me. He told me I mattered. And you stand there pretending you're family. He held the photo out, eyes blazing. Edward stepped forward, impatience flashing across his face. He snatched it from Daniel's hand, but froze when he saw the back. His face drained of color as he recognized the elegant handwriting immediately. It was Benjamin's late mother's for Daniel. Thank you for watching over my boy. The guards exchanged uncertain glances, their confidence beginning to waver. The doctor scowled. What exactly is this supposed to prove? Daniel's eyes blazed with raw emotion. It proves I've been here longer than you think, he shot back. Benjamin's mother trusted me. He remembered me, even when he had no reason to. And now he's fighting to answer me. As if on cue, Benjamin's chest rose and fell with a strained, shallow breath. A faint sound escaped his lips, barely audible, but unmistakable. Sam. The room went deathly still. The doctor's eyes widened in shock. Edward took a staggering step back, eyes fixed on the bed, disbelief flooding his face. Daniel's breath hitched as he leaned in closer, his face streaked with tears. Yes, Benjamin, it's me. I'm right here. Don't you dare let go now. The monitor's beeping spiked, quicker and more intense than before. The doctor scrambled forward, his stethoscope pressed to Benjamin's chest, his gaze darting to the screen. He's responding. Neurological activity. Pupils are reacting. He spun to face the guards. Don't touch him. Nobody touches him. The guards hesitated, their hands pulling back, faces pale with uncertainty. Edward's voice trembled. Impossible. He hasn't made a sound in weeks. The doctor shook his head in disbelief. It's not impossible. This is familiar voice stimulation. There have been cases, but this is stronger. He recognized him. Then, Benjamin's lips parted again, shaking with effort, and the word came out, soft but clear. Father. A collective gasp filled the room. The guard stiffened. The doctor froze mid-breath, his eyes wide in shock. Edward staggered back, as if struck. What? What did he say? Edward's voice cracked. Daniel's breath caught in his chest, his heart racing. Daniel gripped Benjamin's hand tighter, his body trembling with emotion. You heard him. He knows, he whispered, his voice cracking. I was too afraid to claim it before, but he knows now. I'm his father. The doctor took a step back, his eyes flicking between Daniel and Edward, disbelief washing over him. You're lying, Edward spat, unable to hide his rage. Benjamin would never. But Benjamin's grip tightened again, just enough. His eyes fluttered open for a brief moment, his lips barely moving. A soft whisper escaped him. Hoarse. Then clearer. Dad. The word shattered the tension in the room. Edward's protests died in his throat. The guards lowered their eyes, and even the doctor's shoulders sagged, a humbling silence overtaking him, acknowledging the truth he couldn't deny. Daniel bowed his head, tears falling onto Benjamin's hand. I failed you once, Benjamin. I walked away when I should have fought for you. But you never gave up on me. Not even when you didn't have to. Benjamin's breathing steadied, the monitor's rhythm now strong and unmistakable. The doctor snapped into action, giving rapid orders to the nurse rushing in. Adjust sedation. Prep neuro team. Notify ICU lead. But his gaze kept darting to Daniel, as if silently admitting the truth. Without him, Benjamin might never have woken. Edward stood frozen by the curtain, his authority slipping away, unable to speak. For the first time, words failed him. Daniel leaned in, his voice a hushed promise. Rest now, son. I'm here. I won't leave you again. For the first time in weeks, a soft expression crossed Benjamin's face, because the man they called homeless, the one they'd ignored and dismissed, was the one who finally brought him back. What would you do if the world tried to silence the only voice that could save you? This story is a powerful reminder that kindness never dies. It comes back when you least expect it. If this moved you, hit like, share with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more powerful, true-to-life stories.